That's why this mess is so clear to me. First, the BP platform was drilling for what they call deep oil. They go out where the ocean is about 5,000 feet deep and drill another 30,000 feet into the crust of the earth.
So they go out 5,000 feet, and then they drill over 30,000 feet under the earth, under the bottom of the ocean. This is what they do. Read.
This is right on the edge of what human technology can do. Well, this time, they hit a pocket of oil at such high pressure that it burst all of the safety valves all the way up to the drilling rig, and then caused the rig to explode and sink.
Why they didn't report that? That it was their drilling that caused this. They're in the media talking about, well, we don't know what caused this catastrophe. We don't have no idea what's going on and how it happened. And it's too early for us to start pointing fingers. Let's just clean up the mess. Why are they diverting? Why they don't want people to know why the earth is being poisoned? Let me tell you, brothers and sisters, no water, no life. Period. No water, no life. Okay, but this is Bible prophecy. These things had to happen. Their greed have caused one of the biggest catastrophes and allow one of the biggest prophecies of the Bible to be fulfilled as we speak. We're in the beginning of the end. That was bigger than a false flag. Yes, what's going on in the Gulf will allow them to call in the troops to make an evacuation, because FEMA have to kick in when it comes to mass evacuations. That was put in place right after Katrina. So yes, they will do this. They're going to have to evacuate the people in the areas, because this thing is not controllable. Even if they tell the people that it's okay, it's not all right. Right now, the military is over this whole thing now. The BP and the military. The military is now spraying chemicals over the water to make people think that nothing's wrong. But the chemicals is a poisonous agent that's taking the oil to the bottom of the sea, killing all the all the creatures in the bottom of the waters, in the oceans. So while you're sitting there kicking shells on the seashore or at the beach thinking, well, it's not affecting me. No, they got a chemical that took the oil down low to make people think it's all right, to stop the panic until they can control this catastrophe. And you're going to find out this catastrophe cannot be controlled. Even when they tell people it's all right. And they know the American people are so fickle, they'll come up with a new story, and people will forget about this. While millions and millions of gallons of oil is gushing out of the bottom of the ocean, that will affect all the world. We're going to go into it. Read.
Well, this time they hit a pocket of oil at such high pressure that it burst all of their safety valves all the way up to the drilling rig, and then caused the rig to explode and sink.
That caused the rig to explode and sink. They hit a pocket of pressure. Now, mind you, this thing is pressure coming from 30,000 feet below. How can you stop this with what you going to do? Read.
Take a moment to grasp the importance of that. The pressure behind this oil is so high that it destroyed the maximum effort of human science to contain it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Read in this article that part there.
Says, we originally reported that the main hole was 5 feet in diameter.
They told everyone that the main hole was 5 feet when they originally reported. They lied. Who's going to panic about 5 feet? Read.
And the pressure was 70,000 psi. The pipe is actually 21 inches in diameter. The pressure possibly 20,000 psi. And the high-end estimate total leakage is in the range of 3.4 million gallons a day.
3.4 million gallons a day is what America is not reporting to the people. And they're not telling people that our life is connected to water. Our life is connected to those seas. Read. I need you to get that part right there. Read that. About what they're planning to do here. Now, people was waiting for this nuclear attack to happen. They didn't suspect that nuclear attack might be from America. They didn't expect that. One of the options they're putting out there now is they may need to nuke the whole. Now, in order to do that, if they nuke the whole and it collapses in itself, maybe they can stop the oil. But what are the residual effects of life in the water after a nuclear hit? We know that after nuclear bombs hit, you can't live in an area for 40 years. That's proven fact. You will die from radiation living on anything after it's nuclear. So, of course, if they decide to go to this as the solution, which they planned on anyway, that means immediate evacuation of certain areas near the Gulf. Now, America don't have the resources and manpower to do this. Americans' armies are fighting on about 5 or 6 fronts right now. So the manpower is not within the United States to control this catastrophe. Who do they have waiting? Yes, they have the Asian armies waiting. They have the Russian armies waiting. And they're coming in as philanthropists, as helpers, as keepers of AIDS. They're here to say, we're here to aid the people. And watch when they do this thing out there. Watch how they're going to make it seem like these people just popped out of nowhere because of the emergency when they were there the whole time. That's the only way they could allow foreign troops to be on American soil. That's the only way that America would allow this, if they need them for foreign aid. You're going to find out that really what's going on is that after this bailout, all the countries that own America is getting their pay. It's time to break up America. It's time to put their troops in certain places to stay. The same exact way America have their troops in forts on other lands. This is the payment. You. So all these things are leading to the mark of the beast. It's leading to all prophecy. And that's the piece that people can't pull together. The fact that the Bible pulls all this together. They're doing it for money, but by them doing these things, it's resulting in Bible prophecy being fulfilled. So they got a plan on nuking this thing. Read that.
The only piece of human technology that might address this is a nuclear bomb.
Is a nuclear bomb. Now, he's a guy with 25 years of scientific experience under his belt. And he's not the first guy that I heard say this. All on the different channels, on the Fox channel, on CNN, on these different channels, they're saying the same thing. They're out there saying, listen, well, we may have to blow it. We may have to blow it. Read.
The only piece of human technology that might address this is a nuclear bomb. I'm not kidding. If they put a nuke down there in the right spot, it might seal up the hole. Nothing short of that will work.
Nothing short of that will work. They will have to nuke this hole. Now, what does that mean for life in America? And for those on the coast? What people are living in Florida? What people are living in Alabama and all those different areas, in Louisiana? What people in Mississippi? Who are these people? This thing is a direct result leading to Jacob's trouble. What people will need to get displaced? What people? They don't have those coffins and all that out there for nothing. Okay? They figured that everybody was up on this false flag thing. 911. People are starting to look into that now. Little fake things happening down in the World Trade Center. Down there, not the World Trade Center, out there in Times Square. Now, while they was putting all these things out on Times Square, they had a gusher coming out of the middle of the ocean, the Gulf of the ocean, almost millions of barrels a day, or every other day, while they telling people about some car bomb that didn't go off, some CIA set up operative act in the middle of Times Square. So they have everybody looking at that while this rig is gushing out all this oil. And then BP's lying. Barack Obama's covering BP because BP paid almost $100,000 to his campaign. They got him in the pocket. Okay? The Jewish people don't care. The Israelis don't care because they want to kill the people anyway. They want to kill them all off anyway. It's part of eugenics. And we're on the cusp of hurricane season. So what happens when the hurricanes take this toxic water on shore? They have created a bomb that's going to destroy millions of people eventually. It's going to be a slow process,